sacrifice. I've been Fairy, and they're under the Red Tinsley on Lana de Ghosta. Have a good night, Cozy. Have a good night, and good luck to see the sacrifice. You're gonna enjoy that fight. Enjoy the music in that.
Right, what is good, everybody? What is good? We are back tonight. Hopefully, to finish this part of the post story. This is the pretty much wrapping up the end of the Storm or Shadowbringers story and getting us ready to go into the next story of the game. So, be with everybody shortly. Let me send out. There we go. Putting that there. All right, cool. Give me 2 minutes or less, and we can hop into this and get to search for a team. I don't think my wife's going to be joining me at all tonight. It's kind of wow. Oh, okay. Alexa, stop. Delete that off of YouTube later on. We'll see. That was on. Let me check my dryer and see how much longer that's got. Should be going off here shortly. Catch it, then it won't be so bad. go off while we're streaming. That's okay. This is okay. All right. Let's get into the game. What is good, everybody? We're here tonight. I had to Jerry go to the gym and realize brother man had nothing to go to the gym in today. So guess who didn't make it to the gym today? It's okay. It's okay. We got something to go into the gym now with. Technically don't have to run up here to do this. But for the aesthetics of it. So I did the dungeon that I ended on the other night for anybody who was here. And then I picked this up. There's a long cutscene in between this and that. So I picked this up and then I stopped after that. We're getting to the end of being here. We'll at least get through all of 5.3 and get through probably some of 5.4 as well tonight. We'll see. See how things go. Let's get started. Actually, do that. Here. Oh, I got logged out. That's why. All right, let's do this right. There we go. All right, let's see how long it takes to get a nice little party. Route, so we don't have to keep looking. This is the actual Crystal Tower room. The person just square. Let's not get to the tower completely. I kind of wish I would have been in my computer to record that part. It says less than 5 minutes for me. It said that yesterday when I logged in to do the dungeon, and 15 minutes later I still hadn't had a squad. I think I was still the only one in my party. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. And we can get right into this. I did check my retainer. Man, I need more stuff to sell. More stuff to sell. Send out all the Discord notifications, right? Oh, didn't take long at all. Let's get into it.
For my people, for our world, I will strike you down.
Oh, this is the part that Alex had hopped into, or they finished up before I caught him street one time. He's back.
This battle shall be our last.
What's up, Sonya? How we doing?
Cleaving steel, like my power.
Okay. Love to be friends with a fan. Cool with it. Feel the add me underscore. Yeah, cool. Thanks for popping in though. Oof. Okay.
It cannot be. To me, warriors of light! I am salvation given form. Mankind's first hero, and his final hope! For victory, I render up my all! Your demise will be ours. Salvation. You'll still stand. Be gone, Sword of Shadow!
Hey, what up, Jeff? How you doing, my man?
No, I cannot fail. I will not.
Oh, man. Okay. It's good with you, Jeff, man. Sorry if you just, you've been here for a little bit. I obviously was embedded into that fight.
Fool. You have achieved nothing. I am immortal, yet I will never surrender.
Elidibus, so fixated were you on my memories of the future, you failed to heed the lessons of the past. Your obsession blinded you to the true nature of this tower, this beacon of hope for mankind. Created to serve as a reservoir for the limitless energy of the heavens, to harness and bind the boundless, not unlike white auracite. Your ill-begotten power, obtained by exploiting that which is best in us. I shall have it. Your soul and all!
Here we go, buddy. Jeff, I don't know if you're still here, but did you see about George Foreman? Peace to this realm. Peace, return to the realm. Yeah, bruh, that's sad news, right there. Those who haven't heard yet, George Foreman has passed today at 76 years of age.
This. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
I would become him. I would save everyone. This, I believed. Yet still they cried out in rage and despair. Divided over the fate of the star. A rare occurrence, always fleeting. But not this time. Not this time. Reconciliation. Elidibus. I was needed. I withdrew myself from Zodiac. For them. My people. My brothers. My friends. Stay strong. Keep the faith. At duty's end, we will meet again. We will. We will. The rains have ceased, and we have been graced with another beautiful day. But you are not here to see it.
It's been a pretty good story. Not even gonna lie to y'all. Probably second favorite of these stories so far. Overall.
I concede I may have overexerted myself. Steady now and listen. I told you before that I had a plan, and that when all is said and done, I would ask a favor of you. We have averted the 8th Umbral calamity, found a way for everyone to return to the source, and, last but not least, we have secured the future of all the people of Norvrand. We have won, my friend. So, I hope you'll forgive me this moment of selfishness, and while I wouldn't want you to feel obliged, promise me you'll take me on your next adventure. A journey. Together. That's all I ask. If I were to tell you that this isn't the end, that we will meet again, would you believe me?
I mean, even though he got gray skin, he looked a lot like me. I think I did a pretty good job in my character creation.
Thank you.
This is about it from the man here, though. Basically, he's turned into a crystal.
My friend, with you, my mind and memory shall travel to the ends of the world and beyond. But in this place shall my body stand immovable. May it serve as an undying promise, not only to those who look to me for leadership, but to any soul who has known despair, that hope is everlasting.
Dang.
the Exarch would remain, keeping his silent vigil. When the Scions were not released from his summoning spell, we proceeded with the plan to return them to the source. The Warrior of Darkness, however, retained his ability to traverse the two worlds at will. And in time, the Crystal Tower became a symbol of his link to the First, and of hope.
Well, that was quite unsuspected. To a point. I kind of figured something was going to happen. I didn't realize that was going to happen. Am I alright? I should be the one asking you. But yes, I am fine. Thank you. We all are. The people are fine. The city's fine. And the star shards have stopped. It's almost as if we'd gone back to the peaceful days that followed the knight's return. Almost. That's crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Alright, let's keep it going. Nothing unsaid. Duran, if you are ready, would you recount to us how the day unfolded? Ready? You want me to talk about this now? You want to give me a day or so? I guess not. So you reached out to Elizabeth at the last, and his heart was moved. I'm not sure I did the right thing. Go with that one. Perhaps you did, perhaps you did not. None can say. But the important thing is this: though violence proved unavoidable, you did at least come to an understanding your foe. And in knowing his hopes and dreams, do we best remember him and his legacy. So long as they remain unforgotten, the love he and his brethren bore for one another and the star may yet be rewarded. You said that an ancient came to your aid, but how is this possible? A gift from himself. He knew of Elizabeth's plight. Foreseeing his own death, he made provisions to bring Elizabeth's suffering to an end, lest his friend be left to continue the struggle alone. Or so I wildly speculate. It is unlikely we will ever know the truth. The best we can do is to remember events as they happen, no more and no less. As the Brokons so rightly put it, history is learned, not lived. Ah, there you all are. Expect Luke. She's no longer injured. My friend, we were given to understand thou were injured. Should thou not be abed? Lie down at a time like this? Don't be absurd. I would have come sooner had the guards not made such a fuss. Now tell me, what's happened? Where's the Exarch? Whew. I gotta tell the story again? Shouldn't we just gather up all the people? The mayor from Calusa, Lek, the Fairy King, all the other important people, and get everybody back together? Duran, will you show me his spirit vessel? Looks like we're not be able to save him. Yes, both his soul and memory seem intact. Good. Unlike the others, his ether was not highly charged, and so it did not seem necessary to employ a familiar for the inbuilding. But I need to be certain all the same. Oh, what a relief. Then, 'tis but a question of restoring his soul to his flesh. And as thou didst lately tell me, success of his process resteth no more than our friend's soul recognizing his flesh as his own. Given his apparent desire to return to the source with the Rand, one would think his soul would be only too happy to be home. No, surely it wouldn't balk at the relevant newness of its accommodations. So one would hope, but no one can speak for Exarch's heart of hearts, and he can no longer speak for himself. Furthermore, though I have drawn upon all my not inconsiderable experience to predict the outcome, the fact remains that there is no direct precedent for what we are attempting. Will his body accept the soul? Will his essence blend properly? Will he awaken whole of mind? Any number of things could go awry. Assuming I have succeeded in tempering your expectations, I should probably add that I did ask Exarch if he still wished to return to the source in full knowledge of the risk. A simple enough question, one would think, warn't a single-worded reply. Yet the answer I received was rather longer than that, almost comically so, in fact. Regardless of the respect for the man, I shall attempt to recite it with a certain amount of poetic license. As I grew older, the burden I carried became even more numerous, burdens which weighed upon my hopes, buried them deep within my breast, so deep that I couldn't be certain they were still there. But when I look around me, and I'm reminded that no matter how deeply buried they may be, our hopes never truly disappear. No, they are always with us, guiding us, driving us. I see it in Valkyrie, who sought to vindicate his existence by creating his paradise. I see it in Raja, who forsook his life in order to protect that which he held most dear. I see it in the people who chose to struggle rather than surrender to despair. And though our struggle may differ greatly since the very beginning of time, they have all shared that one common thread: hope. We struggle because we have hope, and when time comes, I too will embrace mine. I will follow my heart regardless of the risk. And I will live with all my being as befit one who has been granted a second chance. There, I told you it was long, and unspeakably sentimental to boot. One would think them outpourings of do I boy, not my old man, the Exarch seemed to believe he is. I mean, really, he's secretly been alive as long as I've been in hiding. I dare say he is blushing in his vessel. Speaking of which, we should make ready for our journey. Time remains of the essence, after all. Needless to say, once we leave, there is no guarantee that we can return. If anyone has any unfinished business, now is the time to see it. I must pay a visit to Slitheboard. Let us reconvene here and now. There remain some few matters which require my attention in El Meg. May I leave Thancred thy care, child. I've been meaning to get some flowers from Memphilia. I thought you might help me choose them, and then we can go to Nabath Aram together one last time. A fine suggestion. Lead on. Well, it's back to Ilmore for me. Amongst other things, I owe the mayor an apology about his airship. I assume you have places of your own to be, Alize. I shall see you later. As you probably guessed, I'm going to pay a visit to the inn at Journey's Head, but I wanted you to come too. I realize you don't need to say any farewells, but if the Exarch does, if only in spirit, so I thought you might bring him along, so to speak. I'm sure he loved the thought of being lugged about on his hero's back. So let's be off, shall we? I can't wait to see how Harlech's doing. Okay. Guess we're off the journey's end. Harlech? Oh, guys, don't tell me he wandered off again. Quickly, Duran, we have to find him. Oh, Alize, I didn't see you there. If you're looking for Harlech, he's gone for a walk with one of the others. They were planning to visit the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken. Well, that's a relief. Shall we adjourn to the graveyard then? We have to? Alright, let's see. We'll talk with Harlech here. There he is. I was afraid he'd wandered off again. Oh, there's no need to worry. Harlech's safe and well. He's been showing good progress and likes to go for walks of late. Though his steps usually bring him to this particular spot. Oh, I wasn't aware he had family here. He doesn't. It's Teslin. Her sword, that is. We buried it here in her honor. So he remembers. What brings you back so soon, out of interest? I didn't think the next round of treatments was due yet. No. It isn't. Look, I realize it is sudden, but I've come to say goodbye. It's time for me to return home. But rest assured, my treatments will continue. Beklu will come to oversee them in my stead. I see. You did mention that you and your friends were searching for a way home. Needless to say, we'll be sorry to see you go, but I know everyone will be happy for you, truly. Happy and grateful. You've done so much for us, achieved what none of us dared hope was possible. And we'll see to it that your good work continues, and that no more poor souls are buried here before their time. So rest easy and take care. We wish you every happiness. Thank you. I will miss you all. But it isn't time to say our farewells quite yet. So if there's any tasks that you need doing, hunting beasts, fetching water, and what have you, just say the word. And then I say, we gotta go. I mean, to make use of every last moment here, after all. The time left to you is precious. That's right, Harlech. That's exactly right. Those words will guide you true, so never forget them. And neither will I. Why they trying to come at you, boy? Why they trying to pull tear jerkers? What? I'm not crying. I just have sand in my eye, that's all. As I mentioned, I mean to stay here as long as possible. In the meantime, perhaps you could go and look in on the others. Alphino, for instance. If anyone is crying, it will be him. No, okay. Just taking a trip around orbit.
Oh, Alpha, no!
Do it, child.
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
The thought of never seeing you again is more than my poor heart can bear!
Oh, it's you. As you can see, Alphino has broken the news. I don't know how to console her. She thinks we'll be lost without him.
Let's see. A picture paints 1,000 words. Let's do that.
You'll never let me forget it, will you? I'll have you know I completed the promised painting in the end. Be that as it may, there are times only words will suffice. Lady Chai, I have a confession to make. On the day we ousted Lord Vorthree, when I revealed the truth of his tyranny and your complicity in his crimes, I did so with great trepidation. Not out of fear that you wouldn't listen, but that you might never recover. There was a time when I too, in my hubris, believed myself worthy to lord it over others. And when the lie was laid bare, when I was forced to confront the cost, the lives lost, it all but destroyed me. To awaken from a naive dream to so harsh a reality, I would have understood had you all surrendered to despair. But you didn't surrender. Far from it. You picked yourselves up and rose to the challenge. You found a path forward and the strength to walk it, and to keep walking it, day after day. But what struck me is how much faster you found it than I did.
Really? That felt pretty slow to me. But rest assured, we'll make Yulmore into a nation anyone would be proud to call home. Eventually. You can still come and go as you please, I believe. When we have good tidings to report, I may trouble you to be their bearer. There may also be less than good tidings, in which event I hope I can trouble you for your counsel.
I should be honored to provide it, Master Chai.
Oh, Alphino. I know you aren't one to sit still, but do remember, to take your ease from time to time. And no matter where you are, remember that there are people here who are praying for your health and happiness. Our brave and gentle artist, you have our love, now and always.
And you mine. Please take care.
Right. It's a strange feeling, Durant, to stand in the company of friends, knowing that I will never see them again. I struggle to reconcile it in my mind. But this I know, I shall cherish my memories of Norbert, of every soul I met here, for the rest of my days. I shall look forward to your tales of their endeavors. Alright. So we're moving a little bit faster now, yeah. Getting through this part. Forgive me, I realize now that I've never asked you what business brought you here. Can I be of assistance? The sister told me to come because you might be crying. Unless they said that, did she? Well, as you can see, I'm quite alright now. Unlike her, by the sounds of it. Perhaps you might consider visiting Urianger next. Given his converse with the Idols, I ain't gonna try to consult the Fae folk. I doubt it will be an issue, but a small part of me worries that they may not relinquish him willingly. As such, I would feel better if you were there to look in on our friend. Assuming you have the time, of course. I mean, that's what I do, right? I just, in and out. I got the time. Do I have the choice? Is the question. Oh, man. I'm a wolf. Yeah. I'm a wolf. I feel like this game has been raining a lot lately. And I've been in it. Oh, you've already completed this adventure? Interesting. I need to send it back out to a field, man. Somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Been a minute since I've been here. There's a door to this place. No, not there. No, not there. Oh, there it is. Ah, that I should have the pleasure of welcoming a guest, even as mine own occupation draweth to a close. What bringeth thee hither, my friend? Alphinaud sent me here after Alizé sent me there. So thou wouldst grant the Exarch a final tour of the realm, which hath been his home these 100 years. A noble gesture. As for Master Alphinaud's concerns, thou mayst rest assured that all is well here, far from detaining me our faith friends have agreed to assist in the transportation of these tomes unto the cabinet of the curiosity. Not more remaineth to be done. Regardless, 'tis well that thou didst come, for I have been meaning to show you something. I chance to find after thy victory over Elidibus. Oh, the object I chance to find after fighting Elidibus. Okay. Though it hath lost its radiance, tis unmistakably a crystal of light, one that did, in all likelihood, once belong to Ardabart. Having been interested in his body, it would have remained upon his person after his possession by Elidibus. And when his mortal form was, forgive me, indelicacy consumed by the foe to fuel his transformation, I posted that the crystal did tumble free. Save that which doeth abide in thee, and it is all that remaineth, my friend. And if thou art willing, I would have thee delivered unto Seto. I think of no worthier recipient than he, and no more fitting a bearer than he. As ever, thou wilt find the Amaro in Wolkdorf. My thanks to him. Half these words he says, I have no clue what he's talking about. Okay. I guess I could have used the crystals to get there. But I can easily just fly there. On the dragon! Okay. Seto. Full glad I am to see you safe and well. Rumors spoke of strange, specular foes bent on your destruction. But with the sky returning to normal, I assume all is well again. So to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Is that Ardbert's crystal? So it is. It has changed, but I would know it anywhere. However, did you come by it?
Tell the voiceless story. I came across this crystal and by Ardbart and what we all did and up to this point.
Then, even in death, his enemies found a way to profit from his sacrifice. Oh, it grieves me to think of his body being used for evil ends. But, thanks to you, his honor is restored, and he may finally find peace. No words can express my gratitude. I will keep this crystal safe to the end of my days. Rest easy, my friend. You have earned it. Pardon? Very well. How can this be?
Seto, my old friend. You've grown.
Oh, Artbert, how I've missed you. I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe, or even console you. Had I only learned to speak sooner, I would have told you how much you meant to me, how much I cared.
I knew. I always knew. But I'm happy to hear it nonetheless. Thank you, Seto. My partner in crime.
I see. His journey continues. Then I will not yet bid him rest. With you, he may look forward to many more adventures. It has been a while since last I flew. Perhaps I too will go on a little adventure? Ride the winds, seek the horizon? Yes, I think perhaps I will.
Okay. Get back to Urianger real quick. Much quicker on this backside of this act versus the front half. Front half, boy, I did that for 3 hours. This back half is much quicker. But we gotta get everybody home, right? That's the point of it, so we can set up for the next story. Ah, thou art returned. Tell me, how did it go? How did Seto receive the offering? remarkable. 'Twas fate that thou shalt be the one to undertake this task, I think. As Arbeth liveth on in thee, so too shall he and his comrades live on in the hearts of the people of Nordavon. And their tale, now rightly told, shall inspire new warriors of light for the generations to come. Alright. On tomorrow, now assuming thou intendest to continue thy tour, might I suggest Shadowbringers as thy next destination? The task of tidying up one's abode is seldom light work, yet I suspect Yashota is heavier than most. Suffice it to say, a pair of helping hands might not go amiss. To help Yashota. We didn't even recognize this at first because we had too much senior ether in our system. And what is this? Have you come to spy on me? No, I'm just popping around helping everybody. You're trying to be coming in, so your agent truly thinks me so solely. The nerve. Loath as I am to disappoint, I put my affairs in order some time ago. I've even bade my farewells to everyone save Runner. That is, he's nowhere to be seen. Oh boy. He knew he wasn't coming back. Or he didn't think we were coming back. He knew we were about to leave, at least. No, I don't like the way this one's running up.
Master Matoya.
Never mind.
For too long I have remained silent, but no longer. I could not bear it if you were to leave. Please, stay. I beg of you.
Runar, please.
I jest. At least in part. What I came to say is this. Thank you. Without your wisdom, your strength, and your kindness to guide us, our people would still be lost. We will never forget you, Master Matoya. Wherever your journeys may take you, you will always be in our hearts.
And you in mine. Remember that your people's journey, that our people's journey is yet ongoing. Your lives will change, and so too will your dreams. Yet come what may, you need not forsake your time-honored traditions, nor less your beliefs.
But neither should you be beholden to them. For it was with curiosity and courage that the Knights Blessed first triumphed over adversity. New knowledge and new wisdom are ever worthy of pursuit.
Indeed they are. And so, until we return to the Sunless Sea, we shall endeavor to live our lives to the fullest.
That is well. But however great your strides, there may yet come a day when the challenges you face cannot be surmounted alone. On such a day...
On such a day?
You may call on me. Since a means to travel between worlds exists, you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. And there remain so many mysteries here that want for solving.
Master Matoya!
Runar, really?
I think Runar had a little bit of crush on Yashota, or Master Matoya, as he calls her. Honestly, he's a boy in the body of a man. Anyway, it is time we head back to the Crystarium, shall we? You still have to take the Exarch to Nabatha Ram. I see. Very well. You can look in on Thinker while you're about. You too. What is this? My bloody name day? I see. Yes, Thancred was here, and Rain too. They said they wanted to go into Nabatha Rain, so we gave them the use of the trolley. That's right, the old girl's up and running again. But we didn't just put her back together, you mind? No, with a little bit of help from Master Chi, we made her faster. And stronger. Oh yes, the future of the trolley is looking brighter than ever. Whisper it, but I reckon it might be time to reach for the stars with the trolley, to dwarf all trolleys. If you ask me, we better off making them smaller. That way they can fit in narrow shafts. But that's genius. Why didn't I think of that? Enough. You can daydream in your own time. In case you've forgotten, our priority is to have more working trolleys. That's why we turn to Chai News, by the way. Not to make the one trolley we've got go faster. We need help getting a few taluses back in working order, see? We were out testing them when your airship came down, as a matter of fact. You seem to have a habit of crashing things. I mean, I didn't. They shot us down, bro. We're back. Our thanks for the loan of the trolley. Duran, what are you doing here? Don't tell me others are waiting for us. That's a relief. At any rate, we've done what we came to do, which means I'm ready to leave, or as ready as I'll ever be. Not to pry, but what's going on? You off somewhere? You could say that. So you're heading home, just a simple miner, and I don't know much about this world traveling business. But the young lady here, she'll be looking after, will she? I'll be fine, thank you. I have a place to stay at the Crystarium, and I don't want for anything. Besides, which I've recently made a new friend. Her name is Gaia, and she'll always be there if I need her, just like you lot. So please, don't worry. I'll be fine, really. If you say so. It being a matter of life and death, I suppose you have to leave. But I, for one, would still be torn. If the choice were mine, I'm not sure I could bear to be parted from my family. No, but it's for the best. Rain has chose to walk her own path, and she doesn't need me under her feet. Besides, I have my own responsibilities, and I wouldn't be setting a very good example if I neglect them. Perhaps not. Either way, I envy your dilemma. Well, young lady, if there's anything you need, anything at all, you're to call on us. It may surprise you, but we can do more than simply offer you trolley rides. Thank you, Magnus. Thank you, everyone. Shall we then? If you've nowhere left to visit, can we go back to Crystarium together? I really need to get my outfit together. My wife's supposed to be helping with that. But ain't happened yet. Off to the Crystarium. Oh, it's you. You're probably wondering why I'm not with the others. It's just, I always knew that everyone would leave one day, and I always hoped and prayed that we would find a way to send them home. But now that the time has come, I just feel lost and lonely. I don't want our last moments together to be sad. I want to hold myself together, just long enough to say the things I need to say. But I'm not sure I can even do that. You can do it, Rain. Right. Thank you, Duran. I feel braver already. Go on ahead and join the others. I'll be along after I've taken a few deep breaths. Ugh. All right. Let's deal with this.
That's everyone then. We've all said what we needed to.
Even as we speak, Becklug undertaketh their final inspection of our spirit vessels. When thine own preparations for the journey are complete, thou art to present thyself in the ocular.
Everyone? I want to thank you all, on behalf of the First. You, and Minfilia, and the Exarch. Without each and every one of you guiding us, fighting for us, we wouldn't be standing here now. There wouldn't even be a here. And no words can express our gratitude. We still have a lot to do. Countless trials to overcome. But if it ever seems too much, I'll think of our time together. The happy moments, and the sad. I will remember it all. And it will give me the strength to carry on without you. Because you made me who I am. Minfilia. Reen. To honor these names and these memories, I will stand with all the people of this land and strive for a better tomorrow.
Thancred, I believe the honor of responding should rightfully be thine.
I know better than most how much you've grown, and I have every confidence you'll make your people proud. Gods know I'm proud of you. I always will be. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and more.
Might we also say a few words?
That finally who I was wondering where she was at.
Why, this is just about all of you.
To see you off seemed the least we could do. You risked your all for us, fought for a realm not your own. Before you came, we had never known the beauty of the night sky. Or the joy of your company.
This gas is trying to pull the heartstrings.
Though it saddens us deeply to bid you farewell, it has ever been our way to send off friends with a smile. Wherever your road should lead, we shall pray for your safety. And following your brave example, we shall continue to fight for the Crystarium.
With or without us, you've always taken good care of this city. I don't doubt for a moment you'll continue to do so.
I, a more resilient people we have never known. As resilient and enduring as the tower that watches over you.
To the last, we did not question the Exarch about his past. It is only now, when he can no longer tell us, that we believe we know the answer. We have heard what became of him, and what is about to be attempted. All will be well. Of this we are certain. How could it be otherwise, when every soul in the Crystarium is praying for it with all their heart? And so, when our Lord awakens, I bid you give him a message. Tell him he needn't worry about us. That he need no longer hide who he truly is. That he should live his own life to the fullest. And that if he should ever find himself reminiscing on the past with a smile, we shall be smiling with him. Will you tell him this?
Word for word.
Thank you. Please look after him for us.
I dare say we have all the good wishes we can carry. Let us be on our way.
Okay. Some mystery. All right. Reflections and crystals. All right. Well, I suppose it's time. Are you ready, Durand? the end of it. Okay. You may cut the stream after this. Alright, let us not keep the others waiting. It's almost midnight my time. Master Rand, I have but this moment shown your associates in. Strange to think that I will not have the honor of showing them out again. But I am informed that you and yourself may yet return. I'm looking forward to welcoming you on that happy day. Now, if you would care to follow me. Alright, Beckloo. Let's get this puppy on the road. Ah, there you are. I take it you are ready for the journey. The spirit vessels are primed and our company complete. At a word from you, we shall begin. Alright, upon beginning the soul and building rituals, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended that you set aside a sufficient time to view the cutscenes in their entirety. Alright, so what I'm going to do is put you guys in the Be Right Back screen. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I think I'm good. I think I can sit through all this. Just going to stay here for a second, but we'll make it. We'll make it. Very good. I shall distribute the vessels at once.
All right, then. Pray proceed as instructed, beginning with your memories.
The first step is complete, and all appeareth to be in order.
Well, that just leaves our souls, then. We're in your hands, Angelo.
It is done! The vessels have received both their memories and their souls. I hereby entrust them to your care. They belong to you now. Just be sure to guard them well, yes?
What could go wrong?
This will work, won't it?
Our theories have held thus far. But I make no promises about what is to come. Even the greatest mages in history knew better than to transport a soul across the rift. We, my dear, are in unknown territory. Prepare as we might, we cannot account for all possibilities. And it is in such circumstances that accidents are wont to occur. Yet miracles do happen, so let us pray and will our friends home.
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
All safely stowed away? I do hope so. All that remains then is to step into the mirror. Go now, and safe travels.
I don't know which crystal goes with who.
Did it? Are we?
We're home.
Oh, you're back. You're back. You're all back.
Thank you. My body feels like a sack of potatoes, but otherwise, I've never felt better. That said, I doubt any of us will be fit to travel for some while. May we leave the rest to you?
The vessel beareth our comrade's blood. With it in thy possession, the way will surely open before thee.
What? But you've only just got here.
Yeah, you know. You know how it be.
Tataru, might I trouble you to brew us all a pot of your special tea? Ah, and we may require an extra cup.
Yours is a long road, my friend, and it stretches onto places beyond imagining. With your every step, these grand adventures shall grow more distant and faint. And there may come a day when you forget the faces and voices of those you have met along the way. On that day, I bid you remember this. That no matter how far your journey may take you, you stand where you stand by virtue of the road you walked to get there. For in times of hardship, when you fear you cannot go on, the joy you have known, the pain you have felt, the prayers you have whispered and answered, they shall ever be your strength and your comfort. This I hope, I believe, here at memory's end.
What is it, Alizé? Are you all right? Do you still feel under the weather?
Physically, I couldn't be better. Thanks to Kryle's ministrations, I'm already looking forward to our next fight. But seriously, don't you have anything to say about that?
No less impressive than our garments. You've outdone yourself, Tataru.
To give credit where it's due, I had help from a certain fiery pixie who visited me in my dreams. They gave me all the information I needed to get the details just right.
Interesting.
For your weapons, though, I needed a lot more help. Thankfully, our favourite heads of state were happy to place their finest craftsmen at my exclusive disposal. Oh, and speaking of the Alliance leaders, they all expressed their unreserved elation at your safe return, and promise to come and see you in person as soon as they can.
They really needn't have gone to such trouble. But we'll be keeping these gifts all the same. Do pass on our gratitude.
I realise we haven't taken up new martial arts, nor have I ever been one to set much store by appearances. But I can't help feeling a certain lack of, I don't know, personal development.
I quite understand. But as you observed, the others had the more pressing need. Rest assured, our turn will come.
If I expend any more ether, I swear I will blink out of existence. I need a bite to eat. Tataru, a cup of tea, if you would be so kind. And something sweet.
Tar and Quill, the only legit Lalas in the game. All other Lalas are evil little demons.
By Mistress Kryle's exhausted state, may I assume that the ward hath been restored?
Indeed. We succeeded in weaving it anew, albeit at a slightly diminished potency than when I had Becklug's assistance. It is no cause for concern, though. The tower is not easily reached, never mind breached. And even should some few succeed, their presence won't escape my notice.
Excellent. Said duty thus discharged, thou art free to go wheresoever thy fancy taketh thee. Upon which note, hast thou perchance come to a decision? The offer remaineth open.
You kill a scion?
Well, if you're certain that's what you... I mean, if you think I...
Yeah, right. Gara, really? Seriously. I don't know why they put them question marks up like we didn't know it was him.
Right. I accept. Henceforth, I shall count myself a scion of the seventh dawn. Grahatia, at your service. When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But, like a fool, seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short.
Help! Somebody help! Hippogriffs! Hippogriffs on the rampage! A giant flock of them! Please, we need help!
I could do with a little rampage myself.
What? Now wait, just a... Here we go again.
Just let it go, Alpha. No. She needs some adventure.
I will join the fray when I finished my tea.
Thus did the Avatar of Destruction descend, and in her wake leave naught but tears and ash.
What?
And then, one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me, in the flesh. So it was that a new adventure began.
Xenos.
The memory of a dying world's end. Night after night. And I thought it but a tired old dream.
I say, I knew that securing the palace would provide your radiance with depressingly little sport, but that you should fall asleep out of boredom. Splendid. Truly splendid. And my own preparations, you will be pleased to hear, proceed apace. Oh, yes. They proceed very well indeed. Frighteningly so. And we owe it not least of all to this singularly useful body I chanced to find.
Did he find our again?
With the Populares now all but destroyed, it will be the simplest of tasks to discredit their groundless assertions that I met with a grisly end. And as the very much alive Lord of House Brutus, I have a vast fortune at my disposal. Ah, money, 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 the great motivator. There is simply no better way to move men and expedite plans than with its alluring glint. Would you not agree? But wait, were we not acquainted, you and I?
Oh, it's the young, what you call it, cat?
Should our familiarity cause you distress, I beg your forgiveness.
What did you say your name was?
Oh, a dagger through my heart, that my deepest desire should forever remain unfulfilled, to live unrecognized, to die forgotten. Oh. So it goes.
That's the young dude from Storm.
Whatever this
Stormblood.
flesh may have been before, it serves only as a vessel now. And I, faithful Fandaniel, labor only to advance my lord's ambitions. Speaking of which, with the palace in our hands, we may now proceed with the next phase of the plan. But how very odd. Despite all our havoc wreaking, old Elidibus did not deign to appear. Dare I hope that the last of the unsundered is gone? Imagine it! Bound no more by the shackles of mouldering memories of damnable duty, free at last to live for the moment! Your radiance. But give the word, and I shall go forth and prepare for you your hunting ground.
That which awaited was a fell beast. Ferocious, ravenous, remorseless.
Do as you will.
Interesting.
It has been too long, my friend, and insufferably dull in your absence. When you return to me, you will share everything. Every blow will be a story unto itself. Every triumph, every kill. Rest assured, we shall have a fitting stage for our reunion. Oh yes, to reprise that transcendent moment, I will set this world ablaze. And we shall dance before the pyre.
The beast shall kindle the flames of the apocalypse. Into its domain shall the hero set forth for the final chapter in the tale of this star.
Okay. All right. Let's close out the rest of the story, and that'll be it for tonight. Ah, you're back. Tell me, Duran, do you think I was excessively familiar earlier in my tone and mannerisms? I thought it'd be better to be familiar than formal if we are to be comrades, but now I worry that if it may have detracted from the gratitude and respect I harbor for everyone. Perhaps we might consider it a nod to my regrettable, less than humble beginnings. Yes, that will do. Being free to live as one pleases is not without its challenges. In a way, it was easier when I had a mission that consumed my every walking moment. It provided me with a focus, a constant push in a singular direction. By the way, was casting spells always so draining? I had quite forgotten what it was like to do it without the tower. I really felt so exhausted or hungry. Yet, if all I did was bend the bow, I would be of limited use to you on your adventures, so I shall preserve. Whoever I might have been before, I am now a scion, and an inexperienced scion at that, a green, initiated, eager to learn how to best to contribute to the cause, that he might follow in the footsteps of his inspiration. Guarantee is not available as a trust companion. Oh. So everybody's, you don't know what a trust companion is. Sometimes I can do these certain fights with just the NPCs. Certain dungeons, most dungeons, I can do it just the NPCs. And I can take him along as a healer if I want. But that's going to be it for tonight. That is 5-3 in the bag. I don't know if I'll be back. I got my granddaughter's birthday parties tomorrow. My oldest granddaughter's birthday parties tomorrow. And then we're expecting our grandson from the same mother at any time as well. So, should be an eventful few weeks here. We got her birthday, Carmaya's birthday, Junior's birthday, and then Milani's birthday. And then in there, we also have our oldest daughter's birthday, the oldest son's birthday, and the youngest daughter's birthday at the end of May. Before the Milani, who lives with us, his birthday in June. So yeah, it's a very busy next 6 to 8 weeks for us. But I will be in and out during that time, obviously, taking care of stuff. Looking forward to talking to you guys. I don't know if anybody else is streaming. Twitch-wise, I don't know if anybody's sitting over there. YouTube-wise, let's see if we got anybody streaming. I don't remember seeing anybody. No, nobody's really streaming. All right, well, I guess that's going to be it. Well, until the next one, we'll catch. Well, hopefully Sunday I'll get a God of War stream in. We'll get a lengthier God of War stream than we did the last one we just did. But until then, it is your boy Ghost Dog signing out.